Hello, friends. We know that the new software Bard is out. I think yesterday Google has launched it in a huge hurry. I think they suddenly started feeling lot of pressure because of Chat GPT, and they also felt almost as if they are facing the existential crisis, and they have launched Bard AI. Now, in this program, in this live stream, I would like to compare both ChatGPT and Bard, and also try to understand what are these animals. So, in nutshell, we are going to follow this agenda, which you can see on this side. But let's start our journey today quickly without wasting any further moment. So, ChatGPT is basically the AI software which is funded by started by Elon Musk, later acquired by Microsoft, and Microsoft has then they call this company called OpenAI, and they have actually incorporated the Chat GPT in their Azure, some of the Azure offerings, and because of that. Google really started feeling the heat that the AI, which is now doing so much work and it is able to respond to humans contextually like a human, it's a game changer. So the Chat GPT was able to do that. It is not a simple text to voice recognition, but the intuitiveness of Chat GPT is amazing, and that is why there has been a million downloads on the very first day, and now it is now available as part of the Microsoft platform, and they are going to gradually roll out ChatGPT as OpenAI in most of their offerings, and that really created a lot of pressure. So when they actually create pressure not only for Google but also for Amazon, etc. So all of these big guys, they started developing their own AI, and well, Google is quite smart, and in a matter of days, I think they have launched their own AI, which is known as Bard. Now, Bard is sort of a musician, as another name in the rural France. They are called Bard, and the AI is also known as Bard. And so, I will explain to you what is Bard, what it can do. Is it better than ChatGPT in this program? So let's go back understanding the Bard. So these Bard and Chat GPT, etc. What are these things? These are known as conversational AI services. Uh, so basically, in conversational AI services, the AI engine is able to determine your passion, your feeling around your question. It's not only a simple mathematics or simple question answer that okay, fine, you have this question, I have a template and I can just pick up the right template and give you the answer. It's not that. The Chat GPT type of software, or now Bard kind of softwares, they have the ability to basically decipher your actual question, and you can ask anything. And since they have the ability to understand what the human counterpart is trying to ask, they can actually revert to you with an answer, with an intuitive answer. So that is why many of the schools across the world have not allowed Chat GPT, because you can uh, you can answer a question paper without attempting a question paper, because Chat GPT will be so smart, it will give you human like answers to every question. And in today's world, the students are very, very smart, and they can use Chat GPT or Bard to answer this, and therefore the some of the schools are very, very particular. They are ensuring that none of the AIs should be used to answer their question paper. So these are essentially falling into the category of conversational AI services, pretty much like bot. The bots are very common now. Facebook has a lot of bots. Google services is predominantly run by a lot of bots. So these are a bot. So ChatGPT is a bot which can be incorporated in many of the Microsoft services, and now Bard can be incorporated into many of these services on the Google platform. So why Bard looks like a better option than ChatGPT, simply because Google Lambda AI has been a very strong, very popular and very important Google AI, which has been launched in 2021. But then Google has been relying on AI for very long time, since the time they started their search engine, almost from that era. So they have a lot of experience in creating different kinds of AI, and most of their business on YouTube and other services is basically being run by a lot of AI. The AI actually takes the decision if somebody has to be, given a notice, or some wrong thing is being done, etc., etc. So a lot of these things are not human driven. There are a lot of AI which is running on Google platform, and how do you make money? How do you monetize different services? So all of that is being done by AI, and one of the very important AI is again a conversational AI is the Lambda. And Lambda was in news in 2021 as one of the scientists called Lambda as a sentient being. Sentient being in the sense that although it's a software program, but it is behaving like a human. It is able to think logically like human. And so that is why Lambda wasn't in the news. So therefore, Bard is a scaled down version of Lambda. So therefore, that is the clear distinction between ChatGPT and Lambda, because Lambda has been in existence for some time, and there is a lot of experience in the backend, and therefore Google came under pressure because of the ChatGPT being launched by OpenAI in the Azure platform, and they quickly brought out a lighter version of Lambda, which consumes lesser computational power, and it will allow high number of users to be able to use Bard, and basically that will also give them to enhance their capability of Bard in longer run. So more number of users will be able to use it, and it'll not use a very strong computer, or you don't need a very strong computer in order to use it. So therefore, and Google has a very substantial user base. So if more number of users are able to use it, and this is already existing technology which is already available with Google, so the risks are less, in the sense that if AI try to give some confidential information, those kind of risks are less, because Google is controlling this. Google is actually developing AI for very long time, and they are also using it. They have about different algorithms which are part of the Google ecosystem, which are controlled by various AI programs, and also the team is also there. So Google as a company is much more experienced in working with AI solution, and especially this one is a scaled down version of Lambda. Should give you little bit of confidence that okay, this is not something new, this is not fly by night, this is actually being promoted by a serious company, and they have experience in the AI. So when we talk about such thing, the confidence should basically improve when you talk about Google Bard. And Google is also planning to make this as an open source, and not really a completely open source, but they will probably have a developers program. They will probably launch it. They have not yet launched it, but they will launch it, and they will probably select certain developers who will then start developing different applications around Bard, so that these applications can be used on Google platforms, or should be downloadable as plugin on the Chrome as a Chrome extension, and then businesses will get benefit by using these third-party applications. So I think that is a plus. I'm sure Microsoft will also do that on Azure, but Google is going to launch it now, because their turnaround time is short, because they had the technology and they are using the lighter version of Lambda. So this is where the clear distinction between Lambda and Bard comes in. Now the $1 million question is how Bard and ChatGPT are competing with each other. What are the differences? So in my opinion, both these platforms and both these softwares are very similar. Only thing is that when we talk about AI, the learning database, the AI has to learn from the field, and so there is a database that it keeps building over time. So over time, AI software becomes much more intelligent, and the learning database keeps improving. So since chat gpt started off as an experiment, the data which is available for chat gpt to work is the data of the year 2021. And then if you want to increase the data from 21 or historic data or the future data, then chat gpt may start taking more time, because I think the systems need to scale up. Whereas in case of bard, that problem is not there, because bard is a shorter version or a smaller version of lambda, and therefore they have the entire google search engine behind them. So that is why immediately there is a clear differentiation, because chat gpt responses are accurate as long as your questions are related to 2021. And if you ask any other question which are of 28, of any event which happened in 2018 or before that, or of the year 2022, then chat gpt does not give you a clear answer. This is not a drawback of the software, this is a drawback of the data itself. So if you attach more data, that means the application will have to search a much bigger database. So bard is having a clear edge over here, because it is directly linked to the google ecosystem. So it will have the better capability to search using the google search engine, which has been running since almost 2 decades. So let's talk about challenges. Well, the challenge today is that none of the AI, I mean, if you talk about the AI as such, especially most intelligent AIs like Lambda and other counterparts which are running at Google, they are not perfect, and their results are supposed to be reviewed by humans, whether these results are good, bad, or ugly, before they are acted upon. So if you ask a question, you have to review what are the answers. They may be able to give you an answer, but you need to review it. So every answer that AI gives you today in 2023 right now is not 100% accurate. So there is a human intervention required, and therefore both of these softwares, chat gpt and open AI, which is chat gpt, and also the bard, both are prone to falsification, because they are not perfect. And whereas bard has a clear edge at this point in time, because it is directly linked to your search engines. So you can ask anything from bard, it will be able to search out the internet and give you the answer. So therefore and google search engine is one of the best search engine, although we also have microsoft, but google search engine is one of the best search engine, and therefore bard has a clear edge. And then google will also have a lot of experience in running AI systems for very long time. They use it in their applications. They have more than 20 to 25 applications which are hosted, starting from directory services to YouTube to running the entire company, etc. There are several other applications with Chrome, and then Chrome has thousands of extension which can be downloaded, either paid or free. So therefore bard is in a very rich ecosystem, and if Google actually puts the right team behind bard, they can simply take over the chat gpt success, and they can quickly incorporate all of these things, especially with their developer program. More number of applications can be launched, and therefore I see that because of this fight between Microsoft and Google, the user community like you and me will benefit. So I will end my discussion today, and I would like to know what you guys think about these AI softwares, ChatGPT or Bard, and I like to know your comments. So as always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one, friends. Bye bye.